everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore. Welcome to my channel. We have the sun shining into the room today. It's so exciting. It is 70 today. Y'all, I'm not ready for the 70s. You know how I feel about winter and summer. So today we have a cheerful project and it is a quick and easy one. It's this little, I have a cookie in here because of the little sentiment, and this is such an adorable stamp set. It is called Perfect Pears, and this one I have, it says you complete me. This can be for any occasion. I mean, it could be for Valentine's if you want. You can stick the little mini fun size like M&Ms and Skittles in here. Yeah, anything will really fit this. Then I put a cookie in here because I have the little cookie on here and the little milk, and I thought it was super cute and super fun to do. I didn't do it in Valentine colors because it could be used for any occasion. It'd be even cute for a little birthday party. And you can just change the sentiment, and that would be it. So this is what I'm sharing today. So for those of you who are new, my name is Angie. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I post on Tuesdays and Sundays, which Tuesdays is always usually quick and easy. And then Sundays is usually a regular project, a little bit more in depth. And check out my project Sunday because it was super cute. I love that project. It's one of my very favorites, and it's all because of that little lattice that we have. But yeah, that is really a fun one and really easy to do as well. All right, so this is what I'm sharing today. Let's get started with it. I'm going to go through the whole process because you have to start with like an 8.5 by 8.5 sheet of paper for this size, for like the cookie size. You can make them bigger or smaller, but you want it even, 8.5 by 8.5. I'm going to grab my trimmer here, and what I'm going to do is I am just going to line it up on a diagonal. So you want this point and this point in the channel, your cutting channel, and make sure it's just right, and then you're just going to cut it in a diagonal, and you're going to have 2 out of this 8.5 by 8.5, so you can make 2 of the projects. Now what I am going to do is take one, and I'm going to get my Simply Scored here, and we are going to score it. So turn the straight edge on to the Simply Scored, and we are going to score it at 4 and 8. And that is it, y'all. So now I'm just going to sharpen these score marks. And we are almost done with the project here. I'm going to go ahead, before we put it together, let's go ahead and stamp and color our images. So I'm going to just go ahead and do that first because I want everything ready so we can decorate it all at the same time. So I am going to use Memento ink. And we are going to stamp the little cookie. And we are going to stamp the milk carton. Isn't it adorable though, y'all? You can't say these are not so adorable. I'm going to show you the stamp set here in a minute because there's other things you can use as well. And then I'm going to stamp the little cow on here because, of course, it's adorable. And let's go ahead and stamp the sentiment. Let's see, can I fit the sentiment? I'm using the same sentiment here. Let's see if I can fit it right at the top here. Yeah. And then we're just going to color them. And I'm using my Hulu markers again for this. I love these markers. And I'm going to just name the colors again because I know some of you have gotten these. So it's R1, R4, R6, and then E170, E310, and E110, E210, CG020, and CG200. All right, so I am going to start with the milk carton, and we're going to take these gray colors, and we're just going to go around the edges of it because I don't want it to look, I want it to look like it is white. But I just want to kind of emphasize the sides here. And then we're going to do these two. It just gives it a little bit of a dimension here. And then we're going to go inside here, but I'm going to darken this with the other color. So I'm going to take the darker one, and we're going to color the inside here. Because this side, this would be a little bit darker. And then I'm just going to highlight some of the edges here. Because this is a these are both very light colors. And that is all I'm doing. Yeah, oh, I didn't do the other side here. All right, that's all I'm doing on that. I'm going to take these red colors. These are all like in the red family. And I'm just going to do the straw. I'm just going to color every other one. And that's going to be it for that. So let's color the cookie. Now I always go through these markers and mark like which ones are the darkest, and I think this one's the darkest, to the lightest. And you'll notice that the gray here, it's usually the brush tip, but on these markers, this is the mid-tones, it's always on the other side, the brush is. So that's the next one. And I think this is the next. And put that one up, and then this one's the lightest. Yeah. So I'm going to start with the lightest. This is what I love about these markers. You can use so many colors on it, and you get a little bit more depth with them. It's more than just using 2 colors. I really like to use more. I like to use at least 3. And on this one, I'm just adding a little bit around the edge of the dark one to make it look like it is more well done around the outside edge. But y'all, I'm not doing anything super fancy. So we are going to just go from light to dark. Oh, keep forgetting, it's this side. And I'm going to go around here. We're going to end up blending this, so you don't have to be super fussy on coloring it, because we're going to just keep blending. I'm going to even put some darker colors in here. And we're going to go to the next one. And you'll see here in a minute, I'm going to blend it all out. And then the darkest one. And I'm only putting the dark on just part of this, part of the sides here. All right, now we're going to blend it. I'm going to get the medium tone and the light one, and I'm going to blend these out a little bit. And then I'll grab the lightest one. Y'all, you can even use this side. I'm going to use the brush though. I like the brush better. But if you have a big area, that side comes in super handy. I want the inside part just to be the lightest, because you know when you bake, usually the inside is the lightest. Now you can color this however you like. I'm going to grab that other darker one again and just add a little bit of character here. Or even going to just use a few other spots just to give it some texture. I didn't really do that on the other one, but I just thought about it. So now the ones that are in the regular set, I have 2 sets, by the way, that are both linked in the description if you're interested in these. The gray side has the brush tip. The other one has the chisel. All right, now let's go ahead and color the heart. And this is the lightest color. We're going to just do this one first. And by the way, you can color these cookies and the hearts whatever color you want. Then we're going to go for the next one. I'm just shading about half of that, and then we're going to do the darkest. I'm just going to do the very edges. And that is going to be it. Y'all, we have to fussy cut these. I'll speed through the fussy cutting, but I'm telling you, these are the easiest things to fussy cut. So let's go ahead and fussy cut these. I'm going to cut them out individually and just do them. Okay, they're both ready to go. I'm going to cut this out now, the sentiment. I'm just going to cut it straight across. Try to get it straight. I'm not very good at the straight part on this one. I always used to always have to go back and kind of straighten it out. And I'm going to go ahead and flag the end of this. All right, all that is ready to go, and we're ready to finish up our box. All right, so next thing that you're going to do is you're going to grab some tear and tape, and we are going to put some on the bottom here. Put it right to the edge. You don't want anything really thick. That's why I'm using the tear and tape, because you need the room to put your candy or your cookie, whatever you're using. I actually bought the grandma's cookies, and normally I would bake them. Y'all, I love to bake. Y'all might not know that about me, but I am a huge baker, and I bake for the people at work mostly because my husband is not a big sweet eater. All right, we're going to remove that and just press that down to the bottom, and then we'll remove this, and you're going to press this one as well. Y'all can put a doily in these, in here, and then put the cookie. It would be really cute, those little tiny doilies. And then let me grab the cookie. I put it in a food safe bag. We had these from Stampin' Up. We don't have them anymore, but y'all, you can get them at Michael's or Joann's or any craft store. And I put the cookie in here first. And this is the belly band we're using. I'm going to show you the designer series paper because it's absolutely beautiful. It's called Floral Delight. And I used this side of it, of course. But look at this paper, y'all. It's super pretty. Really, really pretty. All different, super springy. It's so happy to me. So that's what I'm using for this. And this is the stamp set, Perfect Pear. And look at it, it's got salt and pepper. It says we go together like, and then you can put salt and pepper, Perfect Pear. It's got the puzzle pieces, a little smiley face you can put on either the puzzle piece or these. And then the cookie and the milk carton with the little cow. Isn't it adorable though? It's so cute. This is an online exclusive, by the way. So if you want to order it, you have to put online exclusives in the search bar on my shop, and then it'll come up. You might have to go through quite a few of online exclusives, but it will come up. And then the stylish shapes is for my circles. And I already cut one out of the white and one out of the Daffodil Delight, which is the color of the box. So this I cut 2 inches by 9, but I may end up cutting it a little bit more. Now attaching the belly band, I'm not like making it loose so it comes off. So I'm just going to put a piece of adhesive here, some adhesive right there, and we are going to put that there, and then I'm just going to wrap it around. And this one I won't really have to trim. We're going to just do it like that because the circle is going to cover it. So just line it up there. And then we're going to add this circle. I should have put the yellow one on first, but it's going to go right in the center here. And then this one here. And then I am using my gingham ribbon because I love this. It's black and very vanilla gingham ribbon. I already cut a piece here. This piece is about 8.5 inches. And I'm going to actually put some adhesive here. I'm going to fold it in half, kind of so they're uneven there. And then I'm going to just run it right in the middle. I'm going to stick that on here. I'm going to go ahead and trim the edges. Like that. It goes so cute with the other gingham. I love gingham. You know what? I think I'm going to scoot it over just a hair. Yeah. And then we are going to add with some dimensionals the little milk carton. And then in the cookie as well. These will go so easy, y'all. Even your kids can help you with these. So then just add the milk carton here, putting the cookie here. And then I am going to just put some seal on the back of this, and we're going to just put it on the bottom right here. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness, these are adorable. These would be so cute for coworkers and everything like that. Isn't it cute? I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day just to watch. I really appreciate you all. And if you need any supplies, you can shop on my blog at stampingwithamore.com. The measurements are in my inspiration sheet on my blog at stampingwithamore.com as well. And you can use my February host code if you place an order. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later, everyone. Bye.